Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to look at 5.4 inequalities in one triangle. Looking ahead here, I'm going to skip past this explore and reason. We're going to go straight in here and looking at these triangles here on the left. If you look here on the left and look at our each of our angles, 53.7 for C, 78.1 for A, and 48.2 for B, and then look and notice where our longest side is. If you look and see our longest side here, notice is over here where A is 6.5, and that is opposite of my biggest angle. Okay, and then if we look at our smallest angle, our smallest side, and notice that it is opposite our smallest angle right here. And then of course our middle side is opposite our middle angle. And let's look over here on this side and see if it happens the same way. And this does. Our longest side is opposite our biggest angle. And then our smallest side here is opposite our smallest angle. If you kind of think about it, it kind of makes sense, right? Because the smaller that angle opens up, the smaller side it's going to intersect on the other side. Okay? So which angle measure appears to be the smallest in triangle MNP, and how is it related to the side lengths? So this one here, N, appears to be my smallest angle here. And of course, it is also my smallest side. It's opposite my smallest side. Okay, and so that kind of is our relationship for my size of my angles and my size of my sides. So if two sides of one triangle are not congruent, then the larger angle lies opposite my longer side. Okay, and so that basically means if I don't have any isosceles triangles and so forth, so all the angles have to be different size. If two angles of one triangle are not congruent, then the longer side lies opposite the larger angle. That's basically saying it happens with either the side or the angle. Okay, and so those are our two theorems, our inequality theorems. And let's just kind of summarize what this looks like. So the largest side opposite my largest angle, smallest side opposite my smallest angle, and my middle size angle opposite my middle size side. Okay, so to support a triangular piece of a float, a brace is placed at the largest angle and a guide wire is placed at the smallest angle. Which one is the largest and which one is the smallest? And so if we could just look without even measuring, we can just look and say, well, our smallest side is 10 feet. And so my opposite angle is going to be my smallest angle right here. And if I look at my longest side is 13 feet, and that's going to be my opposite side here is going to be my largest angle here. And so those are where my two guide wires are placed at angle C and angle B. So my angle that's the largest is angle C, and my angle that's the smallest is angle B. Okay. Look at sketch a diagram for a garden box. Which angle is the largest? So again, if I just look and find my largest side, I know that my largest angle is opposite that largest side. So angle E is going to be my largest angle. My smallest angle is going to be opposite my smallest side. So that's going to be my angle D. Okay, that is my triangle inequality in a nutshell. List the angles of the triangle in order from smallest to largest. So first of all, my smallest angle here is going to be opposite my smallest side. So my smallest angle is going to be angle N first. And then my largest is going to be 18, and that's going to be opposite 18 is going to be angle P. So that's going to be my largest side, my largest angle. And then of course my middle one's going to be in my last one, which is my angle M. So smallest to biggest is angle M, N, angle M, and then angle P. Order the sides of the triangles from smallest to largest. Whoops. That's just the same thing with our triangle. So first thing I want to do is find out what that third side is. So if we take our triangle sum, 180, and we're going to subtract 62 and subtract 50, that leaves us with 68. So this third side over here is 68 degrees. Okay, so that's how we get our 180 minus 62 minus 50 leaves us with that 68 degrees. That's how I got our 68 degrees. Okay, and now I can tell which side is my smallest by looking at my smallest angle. So this side over here is going to be my smallest side, KM. And then if I look at my largest one is this one here, is going to be LM. So that will be my largest, my longest side. And then my other side is going to be my medium one, which is going to be my KL. And so from KM to KL to LM is my orders of my side triangles from the smallest to largest. Put it smallest to largest there. Okay. Okay, which side is the longest here? Again, same thing. We've got to find out first of all what the length of this other triangle is. Or, excuse me, the length of the other angle. So we're going to go ahead and take our 180 and subtract 65 and subtract 58. That leaves us with 57. So this one here is 57 degrees. Okay, my longest side is going to be opposite my biggest angle. So that's going to be my OP. And then my side that's the shortest side is opposite my smallest angle, which will be NP here. Okay, hopefully you guys get the kind of the feel for that there. All right, so now my triangle inequality theorem states that the sum of the lengths of any two sides of a triangle has to be greater than the third side so that it creates a triangle. Okay, so my AB has to be greater than C, my A and C has to be greater than B, and BC has to be greater than A. Okay, and otherwise it will not create a triangle if that's not true. Okay, so which of the following sets of segments could be the sides of a triangle? Well, one thing you have to kind of double check is you have to make sure if this is the longest side here, that's a critical one, because we know that like this long side and the short side is going to be bigger than that one and so forth. So the critical test is going to be, are the two shorter sides bigger than my longer side? So is 18 plus 19, is that greater than 40? That's the question mark, right? And so in this case, 18 and 19 is going to be 37, which is not greater than 40, right? So no, this will not create a triangle. Okay, let's check over here. Is 33 plus 37, is that greater than 66? That's a question there. And in this case right here, that's going to be 70, which is greater than 66. So yes, those lengths will create a triangle because we know that 66 plus 37 is going to be greater than 33. And then 33 plus 66 is going to be greater than 37. Okay, so that's what here, you may compare any two sides or a third side, but you must compare the shortest two sides to the longest one to determine whether a triangle is going to be possible. Okay, so a triangle has sides that measure 11 and 16. What are the possible lengths of the third side? Well, so if we have to kind of look and see what happens if this is the hypotenuse, then 11 plus 16 has to be greater than x, right? And then if this is my longer side, this is not going to be my longest side, right? Because 16 is bigger than that. So if this is my longest side, then 11 plus x has to be greater than 16. So those are my two kind of extreme scenarios. Is this either has to be my hypotenuse, or this could be my hypotenuse. So I have to look at those two scenarios. Okay, so if this is my hypotenuse, then this would be 27, has to be greater than x. Okay, or I could write that around the other way as x is less than 27. Okay, and here if I subtracted 11 from each side, I get x is greater than, and this would be 5, right? So my range would be x has to be either greater than 5 or less than 27. So basically between 5 and 27 is where all my lengths can be. It can't be equal to 27 or equal to 5. It has to be bigger than 5 or less than 27 in order to make those lengths a triangle. Okay, so that's how you find the lengths of those. Okay, could a triangle have a side lengths of 16, 39, and 28? Well, this would probably be my hypotenuse. So I'm going to test the other two sides. So is 16 plus 28, is that greater than my long side 39? Okay. And in this case, it's going to be, let's see, what is that? It's 28, 38 is at 44, is greater than 39, and that is the case. Okay. The pen decided to stop working. Okay, So that is my inequalities in a nutshell. That's how I find all my triangle inequalities. And then I will see you guys hopefully on Monday. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.